Pushing in basic tree shapes. So just bend the brush. Bend the brush. Make those little leaves and branches just pop right out at you. There he comes. These little son of a guns hide in your brush, and you just have to push him out.
The Joy of Painting, starring Bob Ross, originally aired between 1983 and 1994. Throughout the show, Ross took a laid-back approach towards painting, referring to any mistakes as happy accidents. The New York Times refers to Ross as one of the most recognized painters since Picasso. But how did this former master sergeant become so popular from a television series that was low budget for its time?
And right there.
The Joy of Painting rose to popularity in Muncie, Indiana, spreading across the United States to other countries such as Canada, Mexico, the UK, Netherlands, and Japan. There is something special about the show. Ross himself said most viewers don't watch the show to learn how to paint. Instead, they watch to relax. At the height of the show's popularity in the US, television station WIPB was approached by a Japanese television company to syndicate the show. WIPB prepared a sample without Ross's voice, only subtitles, and the Japanese buyers rejected it. They wanted to hear Bob's voice, even though they couldn't understand what he was saying. WIPB reinserted Ross's voice, and Japan became the second largest market for the show.
Creative on canvas, just to take your time and sit down, have nothing in mind when you start. Just have a good feeling and be happy and in love with life and your world, and sit down and begin playing.
Ross has found new popularity on YouTube, with thousands of daily views, but most of the comments left on Ross's videos are not about the mountains he paints or techniques he uses. They're about his voice, how melodic he is, and how often it puts people to sleep in the best way possible. Bob Ross has become linked to the ASMR video movement. ASMR stands for Autonomous Sensory Meridian Response, coined by Gene Allen, founder of ASMRresearch.org. There is no science to support the existence of ASMR, but it has received a lot of media coverage and a Kickstarter raising funds for a documentary about the phenomenon. Bob Ross is the accidental king of ASMR, something he didn't know existed during his show's run. The combination of his soothing voice and brushstrokes litter each episode of his show with ASMR triggers. His personality is friendly and personal, giving off an aura that he is standing in the room with you. This is a form of the personal attention factor most ASMR videos focus on. But what makes him king? It goes back to his voice. Where most ASMR artists whisper, Ross speaks in a soft, quiet, calming tone, taking long pauses between words and sentences. He exudes a warmth that cannot be mimicked. He speaks directly to the viewer and is first and foremost task-oriented. The man loves to paint, and this is what makes Bob Ross an unintentional king of ASMR.
11 years, and you've made me feel very special to invite me into your home and to let me be part of your family. Thank you very much. The most fun part of this whole painting technique is washing the brush. So let's wash the brush. We do that with odorless paint thinner. And I have a screen in the bottom of this can so we can scrub the bristles against the screen, and the solid material sort of settle to the bottom, keeping the paint thinner relatively clean. I will shake it off and then just beat the devil out of it.